Hi everyone and welcome back. I've got another Unguttables here. This is the Master Lock 527. I don't know if you can see that. Stamped on the bottom there. It's kind of hard to see. This is what it normally looks like. It's got the long adjustable shackle. I've cut this shackle down just to make it a little bit more convenient to hang on the pegboard. I really like this lock as a beginner lock. It's not ranked right now for the time being, but I have submitted it. I've suggested it for review. And hopefully some other black belts will get in on assessing it and we'll get it ranked and posted on LPU belts. It has 4 spools and 1 standard. Wide open keyway. And it gives good feedback. Excellent for an encounter rotation and jiggle testing, of course. So I cut one open a little while ago to get pictures for the submission to request the lock review, and I just couldn't figure out how to gut it without destroying it. So I just went ahead, did the best I could, and it kind of sat in pieces on my bench for several weeks. And typically when I do an unguttable, I don't like to leave the lock. I don't like to destroy the lock. A, because I'm paying for these locks out of pocket. It's kind of a passion project of mine, but I don't want to waste the lock. So this one I kind of had come to peace with, or made peace with the idea that it was going to be a write-off. But as I said, it was sitting on my bench. I did a bench cleanup today, which was long overdue, and I stumbled upon the pile of parts. And then I realized, because originally I wanted to grub it, but there just wasn't enough room in there for the grubs, the springs, and the pin stacks. But then I realized I could just cut a little wooden cover. I made that screw double duty as a retainer for the cover, and it extends down into the plug as a plug retention pin. So anyway, the lock is functional. It's not secure anymore, and certainly wouldn't lock anything up with it. But for the purpose of locksport, it's fully functional. Anyway, let's get this picked. And we'll have a look, see what's in it. Tensioning top keyway with a 1.2 mil pry bar. Picking with a multi-pick PN31. It's 0.6 mil thick. There's the profile. One of my favorites. 1 is springy, 2 is binding. Got some counter rotation and a click there. 3 springy, 4 springy, 5 springy, back to 1. 1 is binding. False set. 2 is jiggly. 3 is binding. Counter rotation. Still in a false set. 4 is binding. Counter rotation. Still in the false set. 5 is binding. Just got some forward plug rotation in the deeper false set. So we're on a spool. Counter rotation. And it's open. No shackle pop with these, but the shackle does come out. You can see there the plug is turned. I'm going to put this back in, because when we pull the plug, it will allow the locking pawls to go all over the place. All right, so let's get at it. Where's my screwdriver? That's the wrong bit. This one? Yep. go. So there's what I did with the, I'm gonna leave that. Here's what I did with the screw. It's a 632 screw that fit pretty well in the original hole, and I just ground the threads off the last, I don't know, 3/16 of the end. And that's the part that extends into the plug. Leave that off to the side. Here's the cover. It's just a piece of popsicle stick, like jumbo popsicle stick. And it works just perfectly. Tweezers. Some short springs. And let's cover that. Standard in 1, standard driver, standard key pin. Spool in 2, standard key pin. Spool in 3. They're short spools too. Spool in 4, standard key pin. Spool in 5, standard key pin. Oh, fell right in. Perfect. All right. Now, since we're at it, let's pull the plug. Set that aside. So there's the slot that the screw extends into. Keeps the plug from over-rotating counterclockwise, and it stops it from rotating too far clockwise. Keeps the chambers aligned. The plug does have a flat top milled in it. So the shear line is quite wide. There's the rest of the plug, not much going on there. That rounded hole is where I drilled in when I was trying to figure out how to get the whole thing apart. Some exploratory surgery. Anyway, let's get a close-up of this stuff first, and then we'll go in. So there's those spools, 4 lovely short spools. They're well made. Nice crisp shoulders. Standard key pin in 1 and standard driver in 1 and standard key pins throughout. Some short little steel springs up top. So I'm gonna do a little zoom in here. It'll probably jump. Here's my zoom. Oh, it didn't jump this. Oh, there's the jump. Stupid. Anyway, looks like a cut. Here's the driver. They're really small. Hopefully that doesn't launch. There. Nice, well-made spools. And a surprise in a master lock. So it's a 50mm body. Again, it's the 527. If you can find one, pick it up. I highly recommend them as training locks. Not usually guttable, not without a whole bunch of work. I think that's it. The Master 527, gutted for science and picked and gutted for entertainment. Thanks very much for watching. Appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.